Yo, what's up everybody? It's Tridanium and a huge patch just dropped. I wanted to make a video going over all the cool new stuff in the patch, but we won't be going over every single thing because the patch really is that big. There's new artwork, sounds, balance changes, but the biggest change of them all is the shop. What you have here on my screen is, yes, it is the shop you're looking at right now. Every item has its icon and full art. I don't know about full art, but it has art on every single item now. And there's like 20, 30, I don't know how many, but there's like a lot of new items in the game right now. And also the best part, and my favorite part, is the sound design of the shop is beautiful. Like, yo, click on each tab. That's peak. That's peak. Like here, click on the green one, you get that little bloop. You click on the orange one, you get that little, and then you click on the spirit one, you get the little bling. It's nice. It's a nice touch, and it makes the game feel so much closer to being finished. And I love it. I love it so much. Like just hovering over all the items feels good now. Everything pops out. Everything looks beautiful. Everything like builds into each other now. So there's so many new things about the shop that are just like so good. I love how each page or each tab has like its own little design. Like the guns, Fairfax artillery bought and sold. For what's it, Vitality, you have MPS, Mystic Pharmaceutical Stores. Cool, cool. And then for Spirit, you have the Curiosity Catalog, number 777. And there's like little bit like there's like little flavor text everywhere that like really adds into the whole aesthetic of the game, and it's so nice. And you're seeing little like cultist like references everywhere. You see like cool like 1920s references like places everywhere. It's like it's a super cool vibe, and you know the game's really coming together. Another big change right now is if you look at the tiers, tier 1 is 800 souls, tier 2 is 1600, tier 3 is 3200, and tier 4 is 6400 souls. So if you look at each individual item, they actually changed the values and took some of the passive stats away to more or less equal to the value of souls. So if you're looking at like extra spirit used to have a ton of like passive stats on it. Now it only has plus 10 spirit power. And then when you're building up to the improved spirit, the value of improved spirit is more or less going to be closer to the exact value of double of extra spirit. It's 18 spirit power, yeah, it's a little less, but you get the 1.5 out of combat regen, which is, I guess, evaluates to like what 2 spirit power. But if you're looking at most of like the items in you're looking at most of the items in the shop now, they're gonna be more equal to the value of the souls more often than not. Rapid round is plus 10% fire rate. Swift striker is plus 20% fire rate for double the souls. The sprint speed is a little bit extra, but you get what I mean. So when you make your item builds now, you have to take into account the value of the souls now, and filling your slots in with like 500 items like before was actually like very valuable, but now it isn't as effective as before. Another big change right now is how many slots you get for items. You have 8 starting slots, but the thing is, instead of being categorized by orange, green, purple, they're all flex slots. You have 8 flex slots full for you to make a build with. So you could stack like glass cannon and just make a full gun build now, and just like have no vitality items. But obviously, that might not be the smartest thing, but maybe it could be. Whatever you want to be, right? But you're just not you're not chained down by like categories anymore. Those are all like free for all. And also, when you're getting new flexes, you can hover over these and see what unlocks it. So your first flex spot is going to be unlocked after your team destroys 2 enemy guardians, and then your second one's going to be unlocked after your team destroys 1 enemy walker, and then the next one's going to be your team destroys 2 enemy walkers, and then it's going to be unlocked after your team destroys a set of base guardians. So it's a little bit easier to obtain flexes now, but since you have like so many less slots now, I think, yeah, in total you have 4 less slots total to making your builds. Flex slots are going to be really important as well. And with more items and less slots, every single slot is much more valuable than it has ever been. Also much more competitive. So do with that with what you will, but I think this gives you more opportunity to be more creative with your builds. So I'm looking forward to seeing what cool builds people are going to come up with now. And then I've already seen a lot of goofy builds out there already. So it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun for the first few days. I want to show you guys a couple of my favorite items they added into the game. Like Crushing Fist. Like, yo, they have a tier 4 melee item now, which gives you even more heavy melee distance, more damage, and obviously all the good stuff that comes with melee charge. But I mean, I don't play melee characters, but it's a fun item. Look at this. Look how far you punch. Look at that. He's brawling. You have that. You have items like Backstabber. Attacking enemies from behind with your weapon or melee weapons opens a wound, dealing spirit damage over time and reducing their spirit resist. During this time, if you or any allies are near the target, will see them through walls and be given movement speed bonus. That's cool. And one of my favorite items right now is Spirit Burn. After doing 400 spirit damage, it's gonna do an extra 120 explosion damage with also 24 damage per second and 80% healing reduction. Go check this out. Do a little burst, do this, that. And it does this cool AoE burn on the target for like 5 seconds. That also reduces healing by 80%. I think it's a super strong ability, and it looks really cool when you cast it on like multiple people.
Welcome! You ever want to sell some of your toys here? You let me know. Ready to teleport.
A lot of the new items are pretty cool, like Trophy Collector. Whenever you score an assist or kill, gain extra health, sprint, ability range, and passive soul generation. This effect stacks and persists through death. So at 14 max stacks of kills and assists, you have 20 times 14, which is 280 souls per minute. Along with the bonus health, sprint speed, and ability range, this could be really good. Or, I mean, depending on how many kills you get, it could be pretty bad. And a lot of the old items got reworks, like Silence Hex is now Silence Wave, and the design of it looks pretty cool when you use it. So it actually shoots out like a donut for a Silence Wave, which also reduces spirit resist and silences, of course, for 4 seconds. And then I like the icon. It's a crow. Crows are cool. There's a lot of new items in the shop now, so I'd advise you to just spend some time in here and just grab a couple and see what they do. And honestly, you might actually make some cool new builds with it, like Blood Tribute. Like, look at this thing. It constantly hurts you, but as it's going, it actually gives you more bonus fire rate, debuff resistance, and movement speed. So that could be cool.
See how easy it is.
You got... what else can you do? You got Vortex Web, which vacuums everything in the area. It kind of just like sucks everything in the area. So you can do stuff like... You get what I mean. The possibilities are endless right now with like all the items. The next thing I want to show you guys is the hero icons for a couple characters. We have Dynamo, who looks really good here. And there has been like some small changes to him. Dynamo already looked pretty finished in my opinion, but now he just looks really good. Just take a look at him over here, but so far his model is looking closer to being done, which is super cool. And he's getting the Abrams treatment, where his model got reworked, his animations got a little bit done on, his icon at the top looks basically finished right now. And in my opinion, Dynamo looks pretty close to being done right now. I think he just needs a couple more animation changes, and I think he's already... he looks already there to me. Like, he's already detailed. Look at that detail. Look at that guy. Look at that happy guy. And then there's McGinnis. She got a whole rework on her model. Like, she has like a blue shirt now, and then even her abilities got changes. Like, her turrets got this like little like green tinge on top. So as this thing's got a little green on it. The shield already has... I'm trapped. The shield already has like a green tinge on it anyways. And like... her whole theme is like really coming together. I think she's like shooting out souls or something. But nonetheless, it looks like a lot more characters are getting closer to the finished state, which makes me excited for the game as a whole, because it looks like we are going to be closer to we're just getting closer to release now. And each time they rework the models, I think it just gets better. I don't know if you noticed, but like when you look close to the model, it has this like kind of a cartoon cell shading thing going on, which I mean I like. It makes it gives it a nice like stylistic choice to her and her shirt. Like the blue really pops, you know, on her skin, and then the red bandana. Like she really has like her vibe out there already. Anyways, the next thing I want to show you guys is the changes to the base on the map, where the patron is. So this is the patron room now, and look at how magnificent it looks. It straight up looks like it literally looks like a World of Warcraft boss battle room, with the patron being the boss. Like as you walk in here with the guardians guarding it, bro, like look, it looks grand when you walk in here. Like this is a boss battle waiting to happen, and this is just a patron room, you know. And when the patron dies, it's gonna sit on this little throne here for everyone to see, and that's where gonna be the weekend patron is gonna be. But honestly, I've had a couple big fights in this room already, and honestly, it makes the final fight a lot more epic than the old map. I can't wait till they start adding like the textures and then the color in the room. I think it's gonna look really good. Other than that, I mean, other than the patron room, like there's a couple other changes to the map. Like this like area right here has a little bridge. We got a little rope there too. Some buildings got higher, some buildings got lower. And the bridges where the power-ups are, I got like a couple changes too. Like this green one on this side. This tower got a change. It has like a little bell with a hand holding it now. The church got upgraded. If you go inside, it actually looks like a church. Look at that. Look at those lights. Yeah, creepy. And when you look at the patron room from afar, you have like this giant mausoleum like in the distance with like burning chimneys or whatever that is. And we have to, obviously the sapphire side's blue. When you get closer, you know what? You know what's really cool about the design they're going for the map? So the sapphire side is going to be more like museum, like. It's gonna look more like commercial finance street type vibes. And when you go over to like the amber side, you're gonna see more like an industrial feel. Like it's gonna look more like run down, like more like, I don't want to say ghetto, but it's gonna look more like impoverished over here. This is like the industrial zone in New York. And then on the sapphire side, it's like the museum. You got the Baroness Hotel. You got the bridge, you got the like skyscraper buildings. Like this side looks like high class, high finance, you know what I mean? It looks like uptown. Whereas this side, it looks like downtown, like run down industrial. And honestly, it looks like they're putting like the working class versus like, you know, the rich people over there. But I don't know, I like the vibe where it's going with. I like that. I didn't want both sides to be exactly the same. I think that's too boring. Their whole like industry versus fucking uptown, I think it's super cool. I think the vibe for the map is gonna be super cool. Just looking at it right now. Anyways, that's it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more, please leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts, and I would love to make more. In the meantime, I'm gonna log on and play some games, so catch me on stream or wherever else you see me. But thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you all, and I will see you next time. Peace.